Hey, Brian King here. One of my clients just asked me a really awesome question, and I want to share the answer with you. There's something that a lot of our kids, whether it's Asperger's or ADHD, will say in a real fit of frustration. They'll threaten these extreme forms of self-harm. They're going to say, oh, I'm going to kill myself, or I'm going to stab myself, or I'm going to run out into the street and throw myself in front of a truck. And a lot of parents just simply don't know what to do with that because there are so many of these, they're just off the wall threats. Well, the thing to understand about when your kid does this is it's a way of expressing this in the moment panic because they've decided that they must have something. So they'll say, hey, can I go to McDonald's? And you say no. Oh, I'm going to kill myself. A lot of this is because of a little smidge of entitlement there, where they hadn't considered you saying no, because they believe they must have this. So when you're saying no to them, they're hearing mom or dad has decided not to meet my need. And I feel threatened by this. I feel frustrated. I don't know what to do. So I might as well be dead. So what these kids aren't doing is problem solving. They're not thinking about what would be the consequences of this action. Is this really a reasonable threat to make? And my boys used to do this too, at least the older two did. And this is how I responded. It was very effective. So let's say your child says, I'm going to stab myself. You would say, wow, and how would that feel if you did that? And they might say, oh, it would hurt really bad. You don't want me to hurt myself, do you? And you can say, no, I don't, but you're the one that would feel the pain. It's very interesting that that's something that you would consider doing. So you take them down the natural path of whatever they threatened, whatever they said they're going to do. I'm going to run out in front of the traffic, and I'm going to run in the street, and I'm going to jump in front of a truck. And how do you think I'd respond to that? Oh, well, maybe you'd run out after me. Yeah, I might, if my niece could do it. But if I really felt that you were going to harm yourself, I'd want to make sure you're safe. Maybe I would have to ask for help. I might have to call the ambulance or something. Now, this isn't a threat. And I want to throw this in here because this conversation makes me think of it. I've heard of parents saying, if you can't get a hold of yourself, we're going to have to send you away. We're going to have to put you in a home. We're going to have to put you in the hospital. When you say it like that, you are threatening abandonment. Okay? You're telling your child that we are going to get rid of you if you can't handle this all on your own. Please, if you say that, never ever say it again. Because abandonment threats like that are not a valid way of disciplining your child. Okay? Only partnering with them is. So with these threats that I've laid out for you, it's important that become the conversation. It's no longer about the toy you didn't buy or the bike you didn't get them or the place you didn't take them. It's all about the ridiculousness of what they believe must happen now that they didn't get their way. So you say, oh, I'm going to kill myself. Wow, that would be a real drastic way to deal with this. Why do you think that's the way to do it? And for children that are verbal, when you ask them, why do you think stabbing yourself is a solution? Why do you think killing yourself is the solution? They may follow that up pretty readily with, because I'm mad, because I'm frustrated. Then you say, oh, great, I understand that word. I understand frustration. Tell me more about what frustrates you about this. Now what you've just done is help them identify replacement language. Because when they say I'm going to stab myself or kill myself, they say I'm mad, I'm frustrated. And you need to lead them to that language because they want you to hear that they're frustrated. They want you to understand how badly they want something. So they use, I'll kill myself, I'll stab myself. But you don't hear that. You're a parent that wants to hear them. You really want to listen, but you don't understand the extreme language. So when they finally say, because I'm mad at you, because I'm frustrated, you say, oh, great, I understand mad. Tell me what you're mad about. Tell me what about not getting the trip to McDonald's, not getting the toy. Tell me what about that makes you angry. And because you're saying, I get this language, I understand, now I can hear you, you are encouraging them to use that language instead of the extreme stuff. Does that make sense? So step by step, you're guiding them along that route to the language that will help them be heard. And if you respond enough with that immediate attentiveness and listening, you will get them to start listening or to start using that language more. If you say, knock it off, I'm sick of hearing this, or, no, you wouldn't do that, you're exaggerating. All that stuff just tells them that you're not listening and they really want to be heard. So utilize the suggestion that I've made. Hopefully it's been helpful to you. And if it has, make a comment about exactly what you took away from this lesson. And share it with others that you think can benefit from it as well. Okay? Always remember, I'm here to help. Brian King again. We'll talk to you soon.